Let's go to page 242. And this is lesson 5-8. The objective of this lesson is to solve equations and inequalities having fractional coefficient. So let's go to example 1. So you have the x squared over 2 equal to 2x over 15 plus 1 over 10. So when you have an equation like this, what you want to do is you want to get rid of the fraction. So to get rid of the fraction, you have to multiply by LCD. But make sure you do that only with the equation. So your LCD will be 2, 15, and 10. So to do LCD, as long as two numbers can divide, you can go and do it. So 2 and 10 are even, so you can divide by 2, so you get 1, 15, and 5. So again, if you cannot divide, you leave it alone. So now you got 5 and 15, so you can divide by 5, so you get 1, 3, and 1. So your LCD is all these numbers over here, and so your LCD equal to 30. So what you want to do is you want to go and multiply everything by 30. So we're going to do that. Okay, so when you cancel, so you got 1 and 15. So you're going to get 15x squared equal, divide by 15, you're going to get 1 and 2, so you get 4x. Divide by 10, you get 1 and 3, so it'd be plus 3. Okay, and now, because you have squares, you have to make this side equal to 0, so you can do factoring. So minus 4x on each side, and minus 3 on each side. And write it in order, so 15x squared minus 4x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so now do the factoring, so you go to step 1, no good. Step 2, no good. Step 3, no good. So step 4, okay, so you need to add to get negative 4. You need to multiply to get negative 45. Okay, so you start with 1 comma negative 45. 2 is no good. 3 comma negative 15. 4 is no good. 5 comma negative 9, and this is it. Okay, so now if you try x and 15x, if you undo this x and 15x, this is going to be no good. Okay, because none of this is multiple of 15. 15 times something is not going to give you that. Okay, so this is no good. So you have to go to the next one. Try 3 and 5. Okay, so when you try 3 and 5, you can see that this has to be the inside. So this will be plus 1. Right? 5 times 1 gives you 5. And this will be the outside, so it will be negative 3. 3 times negative 3 gives you negative 9. Okay, again, inside, outside. So you have to multiply to get that, multiply to get that. So don't just put a 9 over here. Okay, so again, because there's no number, because there's a number, so you cannot just put the 9 over here. You have to multiply. Okay, then after that, you can go and set, this one is not as obvious. So you want to go and set it equal to 0 so you can solve. So set this equal to 0, set this equal to 0 to solve. So from here you can minus 1 on each side, so 3x equal to negative 1, then you divide by 3, divide by 3. So x equal to negative 1 over 3. Okay, or, now remember you need to have an or over here. So plus 3, so you got 5x equal to 3, divide by 5, divide by 5, so x equal to 3 over 5. Okay, and that's your answer. Now if you write a solution set, you can write it this way. Okay, so you can do it either way. Either one is acceptable. Okay, let's go to example 2. Okay, you have x over 8 minus x minus 2 over 3 greater than or equal to x plus 1 over 6 minus. Now instead of just write 1, I'm going to write 1 over 1. Okay, so again, so this is more obvious what is the numerator, what's the denominator. Okay, so now you have to look for LCD. Okay, so let's do that. So you got 8, you have the 3, you have the 6, you have the 1. You don't really have to worry about 1 because 1 doesn't do anything, but I'm just putting there. Okay, so you got two even numbers, so you can divide by 2, so it'd be 4, 3, 3, 1. Right, again, if you cannot divide, you leave it alone. Cannot divide, you leave it alone. But you have to have at least two numbers can divide. So now you can divide by 3. So you're going to get 4, 1, 1, 1, and that's it. So your LCD will be all this together. Okay, so that's your LCD right over here. So your LCD is going to equal to 24. Okay, okay, so I'm going to multiply by 24. Okay, then I'm going to start to cancel. So 8 and 24 cancel, I get 1 and 3. So you get 3x minus, okay, so this cancel, I get 8. Now you have to be careful. You have to think of as minus 8. Okay, so it's negative 8 times x would be minus 8x. So you got negative 8 times negative 2 will give you plus 16. So you have to be extremely careful with the negative. Okay, so again, negative times 8 is negative 8. So negative 8 times x is negative 8x. Negative 8 times negative 2 will give you positive 16. Okay, so just be careful with that. Now 6 and 24, you can divide by 6, so you get 1 and 4. So you get 4x plus 4. Again, when you do this, it helps you to visualize, so you can multiply correctly. And, oh, missed this one here. So you need to get 24 over here too. Okay, so forgot that one. Okay, again, that's why you want to write everything down, help you to visualize, and you can catch mistakes very easily. So this would be minus 24 because that's not cancel. Okay, so I'm going to move everything to this side. Okay, when you have inequality, it's better to just go and move all the variables to this side. Okay, so I'm going to minus 4x over here. And since there's no square, I don't want to make it equal to 0, so I'm going to move the number to this side. So minus 16 minus 16. So this will cancel out and this will cancel out. Okay, so now I have to combine all these like terms. So 3 minus 8 will give me negative 5, minus 4 will give me negative 9. Okay, and this one, so I get 4 minus 24 with negative 20, so it will be negative 36. Okay, then I'm going to divide by negative 9, divide by negative 9, so I get x. Now remember, when you divide by negative number, you have to change direction. Okay, so x would be less than or equal to 4. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next example. Okay, so this is the word problem, so go ahead and read through the problem first to get an understanding of the problem. It says crane A can unload the container ship in 10 hours. So A, 10 hours. And B can unload this in 14 hours. And so the crane A started to unload the ship at noon and was joined. So start at noon. And this one start at 2 p.m. Okay, at what time the unloading job of the ship complete? Okay, so this is the work problem. So the work problem, what you need to do is, so the time, at what time, okay? So from here to here, I'm going to call it T, okay, for time. Now this start out 2 hours later, so this would be T minus 2. Okay? Okay. So first you have to do is you have to figure out the rate. So since this can finish in 10 hours, so the rate equal to 1 over 10. That means every hour is going to do 1/10. Okay, that's how fast it's going to be doing. So this one, the R is equal to 1 over 14. Okay. So now to write your equation, you're gonna use the R times time equal to the whole thing. So every hour is going to do 1/10 of the job, and you're going to times the number of hours. Okay. Plus this one, every hour is going to do 1/14. Okay, times the number of time, which is T minus 2. And this is going to be equal to 1 job. Okay, so again, this whole thing is 1 job. Okay, so once you do that, now that's going to put in a fraction form. So it's T over 10 plus T minus 2 over 14 equal to 1 over 1. So now again, you want to multiply by LCD to get rid of the fraction. So you got 10, 14, You don't have to worry about the 1. 1 doesn't do anything. So divide by 2, you get 5 and 7, and that's it. So LCD is equal to 70. Okay, so you need to go and multiply by 70. So that this cancel, you get 7t. This cancels, so you get 5. So you get 5t minus 10 and equal to 70. Okay, so let's go and, since there's no square, we don't know how to make it equal to 0. If there's a square, you have to make it equal to 0 to factor. So this one you don't have to factor, so you just go and plus 10. You want to keep the variable on the left hand side, move the number to the other side. Okay, so again, you want to write down what you're going to do and then do it. So that will help you to visualize. Okay, so negative 10 and positive 10 cancel out, right? So you're going to get 12t equal to 80. Okay, divide by 12, so t equal to, if you simplify, this can reduce by 2, you get 6 and 40. So reduce by 2 again, you get 3 and 20. So you're going to get 6 and 2/3 hours. Okay. Now, but they want you to know what time of the day. So 6 and 2/3 hour, okay, that is equal to 6 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. And the way to do that is because 2/3 hour, you have to times it by 60 minutes per hour. So the hour will cancel out, and you simplify, that's how you get 40 minutes. Okay, because 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. Okay, and so that's how you convert. Okay, so t equal to 6 hours and 40 minutes. And if this crane started at noon, so it's going to finish at 6:40 p.m. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next example. Okay, this is example 4. So let's go and read through the problem. Okay, a nurse wishes obtain 800 milliliters of a 7% solution of boric acid by mixing 4% and 12% solution together. How much each should be used? So this is a mixture problem. So from the Algebra 1, it helps if you make the table. Okay, so this is the A, this is the B, and this is the mix. Okay. And this is the strength of the solution, this is the amount, and this is the total. Okay. So for solution A, the strength is 4%. Okay, so I'm going to put 4. Okay, so A, oh wait, it's 7%. No, wait. Okay, a nurse wishes to obtain 800. So the mixture is 7% and its amount is 800 milliliters. Okay, I'm going to put a little symbol over here. Okay, so this is A equal to the 4% and B equal to 12%. And mixture equal to 7%. Okay? So again, you're mixing the 4% and 12%. So the strength would be 4 and 12. And mixture is 7%. Now, notice the mixture would be always halfway between the two. Again, you mix a low and a high to get something in between, right? Okay, and the amount you don't know, so I'm going to just call that, since this is the first one, I'm just going to call it A. That's going to use X and the Y. Okay, I'm just going to use X and the Y. And this is how much so when you have a solution, you're going to have the chemical itself and the water. Okay, so the total would be the chemical itself. Okay, so it's 4% of the amount. So I'm just going to, normally you would use decimal, but I'm just going to get rid of decimal, so I'm just going to use 4. Okay, so it would be 4x, this would be 12y, and this would be 5600. Okay. Okay, so here's your equation. Whenever you see the variable, that's your equation. So you got x plus y, okay, equal to 800. Because this is your A, that's your B. When you mix together, that's what you get. And this is the chemical itself. So you got 4x plus 12y equal to 5600. Okay, so you got two equations to solve. Now I'm going to multiply by -4 because I want to eliminate the y. So you got -4x minus 4y equal to -3200, and I'm going to put this over here. So I got -4x minus 4y equal to -3200. So this will cancel out. Again, I'm using the elimination method from your Algebra 1. So 8y equal to 2400 divided by 8 divided by 8. So y equal to 300 milliliters. Okay, and to solve for x, you come back over here to do that. So x plus 300 equal to 800. So minus 300 on each side. So you got x equal to 500 milliliters. Okay, so the two types. And if you want to be more specific, x is a 4%. So this is a 4% solution. Y is a 12% solution. Okay. So 4% solution, you get 500 milliliters. 12% solution, you need to get 300 milliliters.